Good afternoon, students. Today in our session I will go to explain about CAD/CAM system evaluation criteria and database management structure. These two are the main important topics in this unit, and also this is the last topic in our first unit. First part only. After that we will enter into the graphics part. Okay, so listen carefully all of you. Now entering into the CAD/CAM system evaluation criteria. Evaluation criteria means what are the steps involved in this CAD and CAM system. That will be uh, main question in this unit. If they ask like this, means what is the evaluation criteria of the CAD/CAM system, means you want to write like this point wise. Okay, first of all, in the CAD what we do means just system considerations. Okay, in that system considerations what we are having means first one is the hardware components, and afterwards software, after that maintenance, vendor supports and services. Vendor means who will come to us and ask to manufacture an object, that person is known as a vendor. Okay, that means according to his according to the customer requirement we will manufacture our parts. So that is known as vendor supports and services. All these come under the system considerations. Okay, this is the first part. After that, geometric modeling capabilities means afterwards we will develop that the model of the object by using different techniques. See, let us see what are those techniques. First one is the representation techniques. Okay, first we will represent the object shape. After that, coordinate system inputs. After the representation, we will add coordinates. Coordinate system means what? 2D and 3D. These all will come under the coordinate systems. By using those, we will add the design to the basic diagram. After that, modeling entities, geometric editing and manipulation. After that, graphic standard support. Okay, this is the geometric modeling means basic one, and after that graphics we will include the graphics support, and we will develop the basic diagram to the our required diagram in the 3D form. Okay, these are the main steps involved in the geometric modeling capabilities. Now let us see other. After that, in CAD what we are having, design documentation. We will draw that whole diagram in the documentation form, and we will store that file in a folder. That is known as generation of engineering drawing. Okay, engineering drawing means what? In first year you had drawn on paper only, but here by using the software we are drawing the whole diagram of the object in a documentation form by using CAD software. Okay, after that, where we are using, that means what are the applications of the CAD software, means assemblies or model merging. Here we can assemble our combination of models we will done in the CAD software. After that, design applications, where we use these designs, those all will come under the CAD software. After that, manufacturing applications. Manufacturing applications means from which part to which part, where the software want to load. That means in CNC machines, one machine will do one operation and other will do other operation. Likewise, we will separate all these softwares according to the type of machine, and we will apply that to the manufacturing industry. Okay, those are come under the manufacturing applications. After that, programming language supporting, according to the type of machines and what are the software in that machines, we will transfer the software according to that software. Okay, all these can be done in the CAD software only. This is the evaluation criteria. Okay, let us see what are the CAD standards, why we are using this CAD as the basic one. Everything we will see here. What are the CAD standards? CAD standards are a set of guidelines. Okay, these are set of guidelines for the way computer aided design drawings should appear to improve productivity and interchange of CAD documents between different offices and CAD programs. Okay, it is very clear. The CAD standards are a set of guidelines. By using this CAD software, what we are doing? We are drawing an object. Okay, that means we are appearing that object on the screen and improving the design to the our customer requirement and increasing the productivity. That only here. Okay, increasing the productivity, and we will send this software that document to the customer. After the customer requirement only, how many objects we will prepare, everything we will note that one, and the shape and size of the dimensions, everything are correct means afterwards we will enter into the manufacturing process. Before that one, exchange of material will take place between the customer and the manufacturer. Okay, that is known as interchange of CAD documents between different offices and CAD programs. Okay, this is the CAD standards. What are the main standards of CAD? Okay. Now, let us see what is the need of CAD standards, where we are using these CAD standards, why we want these CAD standards are simply designed like this. I had noted like this one. Okay, in exam you can write point wise. Okay, first one is the sharing CAD data or drawings in a digital format between different parties. Okay, it is in the digital format. We will exchange between the two parties. Okay, after that, simplifies the quality control process. Okay, simplifies the quality control means we will design that object in the software only, and see in analysis part what we are doing, we are applying loads also. Thus it can withstand or not, everything we will observe in the software only. That means we are reducing the cost of labor, cost of the productivity, everything. Okay, by using this CAD software only. That one only. Quality control means the size and shape and finishing, everything will be noted here. Thus we can know the object is having good finishing or not, everything will be observed in the software only. After that only we will send that to the manufacturing process. That's why it is very easy to observe the object very clearly in the software only. That means it simplifies the quality control process. Afterwards, uniformity throughout the world. It is having same standards, and without the change in the every software is having same standards throughout the world, because CAD software anywhere they can take also same standards only availability in the that software. That means uniformity throughout the world. Okay. Afterwards, standardized layers and consistent data appearance saves our time and consequently save your business money. Okay, by having this data appearance in our software only, what we are having, we will save our time, manufacturing time, all these can be reduced. Afterwards, we will save our business money also. The investment only high. Afterwards, the manufacturing process, everything will be going very smoothly, and our business money also reduces. The cost of the product increases means what will happen? The productivity increases, and we will produce more items to the customer, and with less cost we can get more profits from the customer. We will ask a high amount than the required amount, and they will send to their dealers according to the cost. Okay, these all will happen. Overall, this whole thing is based on the basic model of the object during capacity of the designer only. According to the designer capacity, the model will be changed, and the cost, everything will be based on the designer only. That's why the designing is very important in nowadays. That's why all are showing their interest in the designing only in mechanical industry. That's why we want to know all the CAD, CATIA, these all are very important in our mechanical industry. Okay. Now let us see what are the modeling data used in the product description. There are mainly, to model this data, we are having four types of modeling data used in product description. To define that product, we are having four types of modeling data. Those are, first one, shape data, means here we are getting the shape data, contains information of both geometrical and topographical information along with surface features. Okay, by using this geometrical and topographical methods, modeling, applying to the software, what we are getting? We are getting the information along with the surface features also. Okay, that is known as shape data. Next one is the non-shape data, contains shared images and model global data. Okay, here we are getting the images in the shared form, and afterwards we will model that in the 3D. That means model global data, everything. Global data means we will get each and every part of the object in a software. Okay, that is known as non-shape data. After that, design data, how we want to design that one, everything will be come under this modeling. After that, manufacturing data. Manufacturing data means in CNC machines, how we want to program, how we want to apply the software to load into that machine, everything. Which part will be manufactured in which machine, everything will be come under the manufacturing data. These are the main four types of modeling. Okay, these all will give what data? It will give the whole product description, means whole product manufacturing data is observed in this. Okay, now coming to the classification of CAD standards, there are different types of CAD standards. CAD standards means nothing but what are the softwares we are using for the CAD. Those are the main things in CAD standards. Those are divided into different types. Let us see what are those. According to the CAD standards, first one is the graphics and computing standards. Graphics and computing standards means here to I'm already saying to you, we will go into the next part as graphics means what? We will applying some softwares. By using some softwares, we are developing the basic object into different models. That means what are those softwares? Means GKS and OpenGL. These are some of the softwares. Okay, now let us see which software is suitable for the which standard. For graphics and computing standard, we are using GKS OpenGL. Afterwards, these abbreviations I will say in next slide. Okay, data exchange standards. Data exchange means exchange of data is happening by using these softwares. Those are IGES, DXF, STEP and CALS. Okay, these are some of the softwares. After that, communication standards. Okay, communication standards can be communicated by the customer. Now let us see what are the standardization in graphics. In graphics part, what we are having? Necessary to standardize certain elements at each stage to minimize company investment on certain software and hardware without much modification on the newer and different systems. Okay, now let us see necessary to standardize certain elements at each stage to minimize company investment on certain software and hardware without much modification on the newer and different systems. Standardization in graphics means what? Here, by using this whole software, what we are doing, the company investment will be reduced and the modification and the different types of systems, everything will be reduced and the product quality will be increased by using this graphics. Okay, that only said in this point. Afterwards, this means that there should be compatibility between various software. Compatibility means communication between various softwares, everything will be happen very easily. Elements are as also between the hardware and the software. Hardware means what? As we visible parts are all come under the hardware, and software means software. Hardware means plotter, pointer, plotting pen, and this display computer, everything will come under the hardware components, as I already told you. Okay, following are some of the interface standards at various levels. Okay, let us see what are those interface standards at various levels. As before I had said to you, those are the different types of standards. Now let us see one by one and what are the full form of those. Okay, first one is the GKS. GKS means graphical kernel system. Graphical kernel system. This is one type of software. After that, PHIGS means programmer's hierarchical interface for graphics. Next one is the core. Next one is GKS 3D. This graphical kernel system in 3D form. Okay, next one is the IGES, Initial Graphics Exchange Specification. DXF means Drawing Exchange Format. Next one is STEP. STEP means Standard for the Exchange of Product Model Data. Next one is DMIS. DMIS means Dimensional Measurement Interface Specification. VDI. VDI means Virtual Device Interface. VDM means Virtual Device Meta File. GKSM means GKS Meta File. NAPLPS, North American Presentation Level Protocol Syntax. Okay, these are the some of the standards which we are using in our graphics, in our software, CAD software. These are also some of the CAD software, as I explained before only, that is in the easy way to you to understand this one. Next one, let us see one by one what and where we use these systems. First one is the graphical kernel system, means GKS. GKS, how? What is the purpose of this system? Let us see. The main objectives that were put forward for GKS are to provide the complete range of graphical facilities in 2D. Okay, the whole process in 2D will take place in GKS, including the interacting capabilities. Interactive capabilities means the interaction between the every part, all can be done in this 2D diagram only. Everything will be happen by using this graphical kernel system. To control all types of graphic devices such as plotters and display devices in a consistent manner. By having this system, we can control the graphic devices like plotters and display devices. Everything will be come under this system. To be small enough for a variety of programs. Here, this small system only controls a variety of programs. Okay. Now let us see how it will be happen. It is shown very easily here. By the application of this system, between the what we application means this software. Okay, by using this system we are controlling from our CPU. The data exchange will happen like this. That's why arrow marks are of two sides. Okay, exchange of system will be happen. The data exchange will happen from one part to the another part by using the display devices. How it will be happen like this. The application software, by using this system, the data exchange is taking place from CPU to kernel system and memory to kernel system and devices to memory system. This whole three systems are controlled by this control system, kernel system. Okay. Now let us see the next one. This one is the Initial Graphics Exchange Specification, IGES. It is also a very important one. However, the IGES is the most comprehensive standard and is designed to transmit the entire product definition, including that of manufacturing and any other associated information. Okay, here what is happening? The design this software, this standard is used to transmit the entire product definition. Okay, the entire product definition, including that of manufacturing and any other associated information. the data exchange. The data exchange will be transferred from the whole, from the entire. First one is the product definition only. From that part to the whole manufacturing process, everything will be, every data will be exchanged by using uh, this software. Okay, by using this data exchange process. Okay, how it will be seen here. The IGES means initial graphics exchange specification. Okay, how the whole process is going on means, codes a superset of, let us say, superset of common entities of all CAD/CAM systems to facilitate the translation between various systems. Okay, this is the design system means this is the manufacturing, like think like that. Okay, this is the system A and this one is the system B. Let us think. Here we are having native database and a preprocessor. Okay, preprocessor means what? Processor means what? CPU. Only the data exchange will happen like this one. This whole data is the basic one. By using this one, IGES means it is a data exchange specification. Okay, by using this standard, what we are changing this one? We will transferring this data to the system B. Okay, means if we have a design in this one means by using this software we will exchange that whole data and we will upload it into the CNC machine software. Okay, like that the data exchange will happen, means post processor native database. Like this the whole process will be exchanged by using this IGES. Okay, now let us see how the standardization is happen. The standard for the exchange of product model data. How the product model, the whole data is exchanging between the systems. Let us see. The goal was to define a standard to cover all aspects of a product, that is geometry, topology, tolerances, materials, etc. during its lifetime. Okay, the main goal of every designer is what? To design that part or that product to a definite model. How it will be happen? If you take a model means that whole process is taking place in different way. That means first of all we are taking the basic model. Afterwards we are developing into the required one. That means there are so many steps are there. Those are, first one is the geometry, after that topology, tolerances means dimensions, afterwards what are the materials required for that object to manufacture to withstand for a lifetime. Everything is the main goal of the operator or designer. Okay, fundamental difference in IGES and STEP means the main difference between these are very important. Okay, the central unit of data exchange in the IGES model is the entity. It is the central unit of data exchange. In the IGES is the main one. Main thing in the main thing in the product model is the this one only. The central unit of data exchange in the step model is the application, which contains various types of entities. Okay, this IGES will give the basic model. After that, this STEP is used for the application purpose only. Data is exchanged between systems. It is done in terms of applications. Okay, this whole data exchange will be happen in the systems only, and afterwards it is done to the application. Now let us see. This is the main important one. Okay, this now we can observe whole thing. What is the CAD data structure? What is the main thing of this CAD data structure? Let us learn carefully. This is a very important topic. A data structure is used to store the geometry and topology. What is this? A data structure is used to store the geometry and the topology. Okay, it is used to store the whole geometry and the topology of the object. Okay, now let us see. CAD/CAM signifies integration of them. Integration means the combination of them. Combination means the combination of geometry and the topology. Okay. CAD database is the file. It is a file. Okay. It is a file that stores information about the part. Okay. The CAD is used to store the whole information about the only part only. In order to make this database an efficient one, a suitable database management system is required. Here we are producing a basic one, basic part of the model of the object. Okay, it can be stored. Afterwards, to make that one efficient one, what we are using here, the main thing is the database management system, DBMS. This is the main one. Okay. Afterwards, the structures for the storage of data in CAD systems influence a large extent of effectiveness of the system. In CAD, database management system is also having different types of structures. Those are known as data structures. Okay, those are of different types, and we will learn one by one later. Okay, it is used to store or influence a large extent the effectiveness of the system. Okay, the data structures refers to the method of organization of data within a database or a computer program. How we are organizing everything in our home, like that only. That CAD software is also in that CAD software also we are having a data structures. Those data structures, what they will do means they will organize whole data, the whole data in a particular format. Okay. Now let us see what is the definition of this database structure. It is defined as a set of data items or elements that are related to each other by a set of relations. Okay, it is defined as the combination of a set of data items or elements that are related to each other by a set of relations. Means, shortly, if I can define means, see, this set of data items will be related to what? By the set of relations. By the combination of these two is known as the database structure. Simply it can be defined like that only. Okay. The relation between these two is known as database structure. Applying these relations to elements results in meaningful objects. Okay, the whole set of relations and the set of data elements, this whole thing, application of these all is known as, this will give a meaningful objects, means useful object. Okay. Now let us see. DBMS means database management system. What is the purpose of this database management system? And this is the main definition of the database management system. In exam, if they will ask what is database management system means, the simple definition you want to write. Okay, a DBMS is software. That means it is a collection of programs that enables users to store, modify and extract information from a database as per the requirements. Okay. This is the main definition of the database management system. Now let us see what is DBMS and where it is used. Database management systems are widely used commercially and are classified according to the type of data model employed as shown. Okay. This is the main database management structure. Okay, this is having different models. Okay, this we will learn later. These are the some of the types of database management system. The exchange of data will happen like this. Okay, first one is the hierarchical model. Okay, first from the database management system, first one prototype is there, means it will be divided into two types. Again, according to the requirement, it is divided into two types, and this one three types. Like that, different models are there. Next one is the network model. Network model means this one object will change data exchange from the center. This one is the main one. From this we can get signals to different objects from the one operator only. Okay, this is one type of network model. After that, relational model, and after one, object oriented model. These are some of the database management system data models. Okay, from this the first part of the first unit is over. This is the overall view of the CAD and CAM, how it will be used in the industry. Everything you had understand clearly, I think. Now from the next class onwards I will explain the graphics part. Okay, thank you students.